author of this writing feels it is very important to refamiliarize yourself with the Declaration of Independence so that you can fully understand her thoughts and emotions while writing and performing this piece. I would like to read the beginning of the Declaration of Independence so that you may do that. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the cause which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
Okay, so here we go again. I finally finished another rant. And I'm just gonna go with it here. So I titled this one, "We Will Never Forget." So it is a person's right and duty to stand up and fight back if they see the government becoming destructive, and provide new guards for the future. Push back and show them who they work for. It is not we who work for them, but they who work for us. But they have seemed to have forgotten that little tidbit. Most people just take what they say, get in their box, and shut their mouths. Those people who it has no effect on, they don't give two shits most of the time what fuckery is going on. That is what Lavoie tried to do, to stand up for his God-given rights, and he was killed in cold blood just for being a patriot. He had his hands up and posed no threat except for the simple fact that he was shoving back and standing up against tyranny. He wasn't willing to sit back and take it anymore. Police officers are no longer the keepers of peace. Anymore, they shoot first and ask questions later. When did it become acceptable for people to just kill mindlessly? There is no talking people down and de-escalating a situation. It's guilty until proven innocent. If you try to stand up for the rights of the people, you are the devil. You are just supposed to do what they say and stay in line. That is why this country is so fucked up now, because most don't want to rock the boat. Anymore, if you don't share the same opinion as someone else, you are the problem. The problem is, most of us stopped pushing back and standing up for our rights. We just let those in power make the decisions, and now look at how fucked up and corrupt everything is. Oh, my bad. I forgot. They are here to protect us, right? People need to start policing each other again and stop looking to those badges to protect them. How about you, the people in power, stop hiding the fuckery that you are up to? If you were working for the people, then what are you afraid of? All the people that you killed? All the money that you stole? Keep everyone else in line, but the rules don't apply to you. How would you feel if you had a gun pointed in your face staring at death? How would you feel if a member of your family was beaten to death while they were trying to stand up for their rights? Why is it okay for you to be in the business of all the citizens of this country, but all of your actions and everything that you have been up to is kept a secret? Do you really think most of us don't realize what kind of shit you are knee deep in? No matter what side you are on, we need to stop fighting to be right with everyone and call out those in power. As long as people are not infringing on the rights of others, I don't care what box they choose for themselves. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, people. The government should not have their hands in every little issue in existence. It's we the people that run this shit. If there's a protest, usually you see a police squad all armored up. Most of the time, nothing ever happens, but eventually you see someone get tased or beaten. They would find some reason to make you look like the bad guy because you are just supposed to listen to them because they are the authority. God is my authority. A badge isn't the authority. Maybe if everyone armed up, the shit would stop. You have never stared down the barrel of a gun and feared for your life just for trying to stand up for your rights. That is why the forefathers put that constitution into place, to try to avoid the abuse of power. But everyone has forgotten that. The government has silenced the voices of so many just trying to stand up for themselves. But we will never forget, and we will stand and fight.